It's time for the Mac Webb Show. Learn all about Tell City Marksman football. This week's show is sponsored by Milligan Communications, Street Dreams, and the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosper Communications. Go Marksman!
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Welcome to the inaugural Mac Webb Show, highlighting Tell City Marksman football. I'm your host, Joe Milligan, and we're joined every week by the Marksman's head coach, Mac Webb. How are you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Why don't we just start out with just highlight what the Tell City Marksmen have coming back this year?
Yeah, I mean, we lost a very good senior class. Not a super big class. We had 11 seniors last year, but all of them were very important to our program, especially up front offensive and defensive lines. We've got a lot of pieces to fill there. But as far as skill players coming back, we've got a pretty good slew of talent. We've got Keaton Lloyd. He had an amazing 9.6 yards per carry last year. So having that coming back, that dynamic playmaker is really, really good for us. Aiden Dodson's back under center. This will be his fourth year starting. He's ran the option all 4 years of high school, so we're excited for that. He's a field general. Make sure that we're in the right play. He takes care of the football. He's a good leader during practice. So we're excited for him this season. And then we've got some other seniors. We're really wanting to step up and play some bigger roles. Nick McDowell is a really good defensive player for us. Gage Munier is going to have to play on both sides of the ball. And Darius Watkins he's got significant reps on the defensive side last year. He's a big, strong kid. He's about 210, 215 pounds, and he's going to play fullback and also play middle linebacker for us. So we've got a lot of good pieces. But, losing guys like Dylan Mathena and Nigel Kaiser from last year, I tell our staff all the time, this year we have to be a lot better coaches because we don't have a 6'4" safety and a 6'6", 250-pound O lineman and D lineman. So we've got a lot of good pieces, but we're gonna have to go about things a little bit differently because there's gonna be some weeks where our backs are gonna be.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams.
Our sponsors.
Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
And we're back on the Mac Webb Show. Mac, last week you guys started off your season. It wasn't a start, I guess. It was a scrimmage, but it was against Mount Vernon, and it was good because the kids always want to hit someone other than themselves.
Yeah, we went over to Mount Vernon. This is our second year in a row. We're actually Legion Field we got new seed down. We fixed the crown. We fixed some drainage. So we had to make the trek back over to Mount Vernon. It's about an hour and a half drive. It's not a fun drive. But they have a beautiful facility, turf field. Everything there is very, very nice. And they're a program that I really think is on the come up. So we went over there and scrimmage against them. I think they're going to have a pretty good team this year. Defensively, I was more pleased defensively than I was offensively. Our defensive guys, we give them just base rules and let them go out there and play. And they made some mistakes, but everything's fixable. They were very coachable. So I was pretty pleased with our defense. Offensively, we got a lot of work to do. But their defensive coordinator over there, Justin Fisher, he's a great defensive coach. His brother, Jason Fisher, was actually my defensive coordinator in high school. So both of those guys, they think alike. They're great defensive minds. So going into scrimmage, they did some things that were excellent against us, and hopefully we don't see it much the rest of the year. And if we do, hopefully we have some answers for it by then. But it was nice to get all of our guys out there, see what they can do, turn on the film Saturday morning, find some coaching points. And most importantly, we came away healthy. So as far as scrimmage, we got a great competition. We found some things to work on. We found some bright spots. We got a lot of young guys in. So overall, I was pretty pleased with what we were able to do.
And, and it just, I've always said, if you make it out of the scrimmage healthy, it's a win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for 15 plays, 10 plays, 12 plays at a time, you're holding your breath. And I've talked to some other coaches, it always seems to happen. If you do have an injury, it's on the last play of the series or the last play that guy was going to come out, and you always just go back to what if or what could I have done differently. And so for us to come out of it healthy, that's really big. And across the board in most high school sports, if you can make it through any sport season healthy, it's a huge advantage, because a lot of times, especially at a small school, you're one or two injuries away from your depth chart being depleted. You might have guys behind them, but they may not be guys that are ready for some varsity action. And so, one or two injuries can be very, very crucial to a depth chart. And then you've got moving pieces and guys have to go places that they've never practiced before. So you always want to go through the season healthy, but you really, really, really don't want to do anything during the scrimmage that hurts you before week one.
Exactly. And we'll be back right after these messages from our sponsor to preview the Battle of Perry County, Perry Central at Ticket Hill City. You're listening to the Mac Webb Talk Show.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
And we're back on the Mac Webb Talk Show. Mac, I'll tell you what, opening season, the kids got to be excited to open the season every time, but to have the Battle of Perry County, the first game, has got to be a highlight.
Yeah, it's I'm not originally from Perry County, but it is and I talked about this the first day I was hired there. It is a legit rivalry. It doesn't matter the sport. Whatever it is, it could be ping pong. Both teams want to beat each other, and so having it week one, it definitely keeps your summers interesting because you know that, right after that scrimmage, you've got to get ready for your county rival, and it's a big rivalry. So it's something that you're a senior this year, you're graduating class. If you lose or you win, you got to talk about it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and to have a rivalry game the first game is great. It's a great experience.
Yeah, and we had limited attendance last year. We actually only got to play a half last year, so we got up in the second quarter. I think we stretched it to 35-0 by halftime, and we missed the PAT to set it to a running clock. It was a running clock. But then we got a little bit of a lightning storm, and so we sat around halftime for probably an hour, and then finally we just made the decision. We got a running clock second half. Both teams were relatively healthy, and we decided rather than having to come back on Saturday morning, let's just get ready for our week two. So I'm 1-0, only coached 2 quarters so far, so I'm anxious to get back out there and get the real feel of a full rivalry game in Perry County. And we still have a little bit of a limited attendance, but I think the experience this year is going to be a whole lot different because we're going to have more fans in the seats.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think it'll be a better experience. So, and that's it for this week's Mac Webb Show. Join us every week to learn more about Tell City football straight from the coach. You're listening to the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications. Until next week, good luck, Coach.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You've been listening to the Mac Webb Show. Join us every week to learn more about Tell City Marksman football straight from the coach. This week's show is brought to you by Milligan Communications, Street Dreams, and the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications. See you next week.